Good evening, everyone. My name is Reverend Father JohnBosco EZEHI. I'm a priest of the Catholic Diocese of Uromi. And Father I be for Catholic Diocese of Uromi. Okay, welcome back to my family. We welcome Una to this our program where we don't do things. By God's special grace, gradually we come to the end of the program, but we still get a few communities that we want to talk to. The program on COVID-19 enlightenment for our community, for Uromi, Esan. This evening we get for our studio the Yoruba Community members, representing Yoruba Community living in Uromi. So that the day with us this evening, that they want interview this evening on this matter. So I welcome all of you now to this program.
Thank you.
As we begin this program, a good maker still let you know, say like in our community, we don't also talk to different other community. That many of them don't watch us and indicate interest, in also being part of the program. So we thank you for coming. To my right here is Haji Ibrahim YINUSA. So you are welcome to the program. Next to Haji Ibrahim is Mr. ADEWALE Isaac. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
On my left here is Mrs. Beatrice ORIADE. You are welcome to the program. Then next to Mrs. Beatrice ORIADE is Mr. Olaniyi OMOLAFE. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you, Father.
Then I have also just coming in Mr. Kabiru. Maybe you have to adjust, but I have to move a bit here so I don't have social distancing because he was not here, he's just coming in. And, okay, thank you. Since move back a little bit. Okay. Social distancing there. Move a bit, sir. Thank you very much. So you, that's good. You have to maintain social distancing here. So just coming in is Mr. Kabiru, right? Yes. Kabiru, what is your panel? Oyaniran. Oyaniran. So you are welcome to the program. Oyaniran. Welcome to the program. So now, as I welcome now, viewers would like to know where Una come from. For information, the program is streamed. Somebody see him, because you are just coming. So I have to let you know exactly what it entails. Others have been told. People they see him, as we watch us. Mr. Haji Ibrahim. Haji, you say you don't come back, Abi? I know. Haji Ibrahim, YINUSA. Where you come from?
From Osun State.
Osun, where in Osun? Ipetu Jesha. Okay, welcome. That's nice. And what do you do?
I'm a
Metal mechanic. Okay, welcome, sir. Mr. ADEWALE, where you come from?
I'm from Ogbomoso in Oyo State.
Oh, your state, Ogbomoso. Which work do you do? I know, you are a specialist in injectors. I remember you had to work on an injector one time. So you're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Mama, Beatrice ORIADE, where you come from? Where are you from? Ibetu Jesha. Welcome, ma. Which work do you do? Business woman. Which business do you do, ma?
For example, like you need something like Igbo, I will sell for you.
Igbo?
Yes.
Wow.
You need bead.
Wow, bead.
Bead.
You.
Decoration.
I'm happy to know you. Anything where I need this in our community. Thank you, ma. Welcome, ma. Mr. Olaniyi OMOLAFE, where are you from, sir?
I'm from Ondo West.
Ondo State.
Ondo State.
Which work do you do, sir?
I'm into fashion and design.
Oh, great. Oh, I see the work now. Wow. Now they try. Well done. Then Mr. Kabiru, where are you from?
From Oyo State.
Oyo State. Okay, we have here today. Oyo, Osun, Ondo. That's great. That's a wonderful state. I've been to all those states. Where for Oyo?
Ibadan.
Ibadan. Oh, I know Ibadan. I went to school in Ibadan. Went to Bodija.
Supposed to clap for ourselves.
Yes, well, what work do you do?
I'm a borehole contractor.
Really? Wow. So welcome. See, these people were here, very important people. Because the different jobs we do where they do. So thank you very much for coming to our program. The reason why we come here today, that be this coronavirus matter. Coronavirus. I know say una one day here be leader for the community. They be chairman for the Yoruba Community. They say you do another special. Because they tell me say I'm a special people. So that the real people that will get for Yoruba Community for Uromi. And I feel speak for our people. That is why it's good as that here. This coronavirus thing, we don't hear from before for our community. For Yoruba Community, don't hear.
Before I be asked.
No, I don't hear as it did now. I don't hear the matter.
You don't hear about it.
I know what it be.
You hear about it. When thank God you don't know about it.
You know, you're not affected anybody, thank God.
The sickness didn't enter our community.
Thanks be to God.
Thank God for that.
We will never know anybody for Uromi. We will never know anybody. I'm not saying not deal, I don't fit that kind of one, only God knows.
Yes.
But we not say we never know anybody. Make God not let us know, we will not see.
We will not know.
We don't want to see him.
At all.
But that is why we'll get this program, so we'll fit run from the sickness. We will do the thing when sickness don't fit catch us. We want to enter just a pocket for outside for them. Everybody wash hands, you can't mask, you wear them. Only as one talk down they come out. So that be the, so everybody do what it's supposed to do. Okay, but now believe that the sickness day. I go ask you one by one. Chairman, Mr. Isaac ADEWALE, you believe?
To me, I don't believe that sickness being like that.
Why?
Me, I never see anybody that this sickness affects.
So you don't ever see them believe? Okay, what about Haji? You believe say you did?
I don't believe. Why I don't mean no believe? People when they say they get it, I don't know their family. I never see one person when they say this person brother, they get that disease. That is why
You don't believe?
I don't believe.
Mama, what about you? You believe?
Don't believe, sir.
You don't believe?
Yes. Why? Why no even believe? Because Nigeria gets high. Because many need to find relief for money because of this. The reason is that I never sit down one day say this is the person. Then they even bring the person out inside bishop or inside for
Paper.
no, not paper. Inside the television. That this is the person
When get the sickness?
where have this sickness.
Okay.
Or this is the name of the person where have this sickness.
Okay.
That's why.
You don't believe? Okay. What about my Olaniyi OMOLAFE? You believe in the sickness there?
Not at all, Father.
You don't believe?
I didn't believe.
Why?
My reason is just that the symptoms that the NCDC let us understand that is the cost, I believe is like high fever or malaria. Even the treatment, when we go through the treatment or whatever, I believe is high treatment, high fever. Then the people that they confirm that this one is there, this one is there, I believe those are the people that normally go for checkup, but they don't have the time or they don't have the opportunity to go for checkup. That is why even the Minister of Health let us understand that the sickness affects somebody that is above 60 years. So they have a risk of not surviving it. That is to say, they must have had one kind of ailment, whether diabetes, whether whatever ailment in their body, they are metamorphosed to that coronavirus, or that make them die suddenly. So to me, I didn't believe that there is.
Okay. What about Mr. Kabiru? You believe in that sickness?
As in, did this country or the whole world?
Did this country? Did this
This
country?
country is not here in this country.
No, it's not here. Why?
I don't ever see any one person that has coronavirus in this country.
But you believe it in the whole world?
I believe it is the other country based on what I see in social media.
Okay, so you don't believe in this country at all? Same thing here.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, very nice. You know why I like this my response? I like as Nate talk because I talk from my heart. I want to talk through well. But One of the reasons why we are here today, now also to let you know, say, this sickness is not real. Not true. Me never see anybody for here, for Nigeria, here and get that. But from what I don't read and what I don't see, I believe very strongly. I get one friend for America where he catches sickness, is sick. They call me, tell me, we pray, but he died. That my friend, he get problem with the kidney before. Come pray, come get the organ, all this kind of stuff. Then he can't get problem. Come get when the sickness come, he died. Then now Uromi became. His wife and children think there now. And some of my friends tell me about some of our Uromi people when they work for hospital, when catch sickness, when some of them die, some of them say some of them die. I get the opportunity to know some people when they catch sickness, when they affect, some survive, some die. So I believe. The reason why we do this thing, because we don't make come here. Is it those people they say, if they don't see, they're not going to believe. They'll be like Thomas was that Bible. Thomas say, unless you see the hand where they put the name of Jesus and the side where he was there, he don't go believe. Yeah. So all those people like, when I don't say, I never see, I never hear. Now, like that one. If we say we must see before we believe, we'll be like that with Thomas. You say, want to see? Because that's see what they talk. Now, say you go keep people when we know. We don't get anybody when they take place sacrifice. We don't get anybody when we die. Anybody want to make anybody die for the community? No. So because of that, we don't want to make it happen to somebody before we leave. So this sickness is real. And from the things when we don't hear, we don't read for people, it's real. We don't make it come our community. We are very lucky that we don't get those people when they talk say we never see. We don't want to see them. And we still, I believe the propaganda, whether I don't propaganda or call it propaganda. The information when the NCDC they talk. But whether they call joining number, that's another thing, that's not concern me. But that some people get her, I believe. But we know how make come our community. This is why they do this program, now make we not get her for our community. If we take the precaution, we're not going to ever see anybody. We will be like people who don't know about the thing, that's what we want to make it be. So which means the way we want to handle and since they okay. So we need to do more. The small one we know they do, now one try tighten up. The sickness that virus, if you enter somebody's body, unless somebody take medicine, you know, or the virus run in your course when you feel the person well. Otherwise, it will kill somebody. So, like any other virus, if you enter somebody's body. But this one, they tell us, say, if you enter through what we call the mucous membrane, through either mouth, nose, or eye. If you enter inside, enter somebody's body, you go to let the spread. You come kill the person, the person don't feel breathe well, all this kind of stuff on the tongue. Now, respiratory problem, the person will get. Till the person die, the person not well. By God's special grace, many people will go through and well. It's true, we talk about symptoms. Say, be like malaria. That's what they say, be like malaria. You say, somebody if you get cough, somebody if they sneeze, someone if they breathe well, all those kind of stuff, go get fever. That's what they talk. But the truth of the matter is, everybody has to be very, very careful. Prevention, they say, is better than cure. Why? Because some persons, they will say, if they catch this thing, they will survive. People, they will get some kind of problem before people. They get kidney problem, for instance, diabetes, all those kind, high blood pressure, all those kind of problems when they fight their immunity. When they even need to get more immunity to fight those problems, people get HIV, for instance. If they just get this sickness, if guys don't take it, they'll just Africa. So that is why we talk about it. The mission says talk about community. We don't really want that. We don't want to see the problem. We don't want to see our community. So when people say, if I don't see, if I don't believe, we don't want to see. So we need to believe before it comes. We don't pray make it not come in Jesus' name. Because we come out to the spread. Sickness, when we say, if they take and touch something, take and something. As I take touch, if you touch it, you'll get your hand. That's sickness. No, don't be touching it. This sickness, what kind of sickness? From the last sickness we know before. When somebody is sick now, if person get HIV, person will get malaria, person will get all those things. Now, people weren't aware that they didn't do it. They'll go there, take water, massage the body, put water, take cloth, clean the body, squeeze them, put out that. The person will aware that they do this. But this kind of one now, before you go, you be like a code, you know the code. You wear, you be like a masquerade. You don't take ordinary hand, touch the person. I know people say too much. But you run like poverty. Down a sickness, down a death. So we don't want to for our community. That's why we're here now. Now, hear me, so I don't understand now. Yes. That's why we're here. We need to understand. We don't want to make it come. If your reason for not believing, say because you never say, may you not say in Jesus' name. Yes. So make you believe, say if it happen. Now, hear me, so. Yes. Number 2. It gets some things where they do, meditate, the preventer. Now they will talk now because you know at least now the first one is somebody in the wash hand. I don't say if somebody don't believe you don't go to wash hand. It go hard. For a place of work now, you na a technician, you na mechanic, you na businesswoman, you na a special designer, you na a ballwoman. Before now, maybe I never take that was washing your hands. Yes. And I believe, say, many people for community, you know, because now be community leaders. If you don't believe, it go hard to enforce. Don't say no talk with the government talk. You go obey. You talk and say government talker. But when you know for your heart, say this thing will happen, then you go add power journal. So how now you take enforce some? Wash your hand. You know, now we will go discuss now.
Thank you very much, Father. Before now, our people, yes, we have this sanitizer.
Very nice, very nice.
We used to wash our hands. All this
water bucket,
this
face mask.
Face mask.
Now they wear it. Because government they wear it.
When we want to enter here,
yes.
We put it to our mouth. We cannot cover our mouth and everything.
It was okay.
So all this precaution, we follow it very well. We follow it very well.
But because government they do it.
We wash our hands.
But you need to do it now because you believe, say, so you fit lead the people. Some people, because anything when you talk, now people will follow.
Yes.
So it's very important that at least now you go follow her. You go bring her.
Yes.
So, brother, how your community, your side be?
But already my community, when government say,
there was that government say, but now, when we say, sister, I say for your side.
With another dimension, this.
Okay, ma.
For my area there,
yes, ma'am.
Both the community and my own area there,
yes, ma'am.
We have the buckets.
Yes.
I have the buckets in front of my house.
But okay.
Both the soap and everything. Then, with another thing again,
yes.
Come and mix aloe vera.
Aloe vera?
Yes.
I don't want to work.
The same thing with this, as we did, with this coronavirus.
Okay.
Mix the aloe vera with this native
something.
No, not something. Hot.
Okay, hot.
The way I read it inside, it's not
okay.
Come and mix aloe vera then after you wash your hands, finish, drop inside your
a sanitizer. Okay, now a native sanitizer. So get Ogorode, which is alcoholic base. Alcohol based sanitizer. Okay, alcohol based sanitizer. That's why. So you use Ogorode to make this thing. So this can work clean hand.
after you wash your hands.
So locally made sanitizer and it's effective.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying that for the first time. Yes, I'm just that you put to Google, which is alcohol based.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. My brother, about how they do it.
Just as we earlier said, the government said we should wash our hands, we should cover our nose,
yes,
and some other things, which we comply.
yes,
Because you want to enter my store now, you have the bucket there,
yes,
then sanitizer.
yes,
But it's not end in that angle.
Okay.
The reason is that if the virus is really transmitted by touching anything at all, you will see that the social distancing in this area, the awareness is not well encouraged. So, to me, the government does not even try in the area of awareness.
Yes.
But we are just looking or watching or following what we are seeing in the television.
Yes.
That is just one. So, after living here, we will still try to take the awareness to our community.
Yes, that is why we're
Let
here.
them know the effect of washing their hands and all that.
You remember the government now, human being like us. So sometimes they will talk something, you tell people to do, and people will not do and reach as they want. So, but on our own, for our own good, we'll not wait for government. We'll do the best we can to ensure that we carry out what is supposed to do. My brother, how do you see, how you encourage clean of hands?
It's normal thing. For all my customers, I want to enter their house. I need to wash my hands, do things, cover your face. I have my face mask here. It's in my pocket. So, and all my boys are using it.
Okay, now, we don't talk that one. So, we will take the precaution. Then talk about social distancing. For sometimes you see for market, people see the jump back. The level kind of market, they want those people go, and people don't complain, say that one even tough pass market.
Yeah.
So they make people laugh. You say this one too tight. You guys they get one go tight pass. So we don't already, people don't talk about that one. Hopefully they go here, they will do something better. But they don't want to talk. This thing when they do, how it affect my community?
Father. Even though me myself, I sure people don't, at least you yourself, I sure say the thing will even affect you because you don't too much use your motor again. No. When you don't use it is when.
I know they go out again.
If they go out again, you will carry the motor, go get mechanic.
Okay.
Like me now, since over 2 months.
You never walk.
And the government never break, even though biscuits or 5 naira to me. I never see him to buy fuel for my car. I never this one for it. To go and see somebody for, even though call me for, mommy call me say I come carry and come. I say fuel not in my car. So at least why you say come 2 times. Even though when this is where work it is, I can come 100 times. But now I can't move to anywhere again. To feed for us now no problem. We dey manage ourselves. Me when if my market day I dey drop 5,000 before, now 2,000. Before I go even drop it to 2,000, I go open my eyes, talk, problem. I was okay. Even though I bought all these children go me, I'll come. So we are suffering. We are suffering.
What about you, sir?
This thing affects us very well. No, most of our women,
Yes.
they are traders.
Yes.
And all of them, they have store inside the market.
Yes.
And the market we have store, the market has been locked down.
Yes.
So nowhere to go make sales. So money is not coming at all. Then we that will be, we are men, our store is locked down. Nowhere to be open. So to feed at home now is a problem. We are hearing that the government say they will share money, but up till now, we never hear anything. Then most of our children, many of them, is going to write WIC this year.
Yes. Yes.
But don't know what will be the outcome. Where are they going to write this WIC, or they have to wait till next year?
Yeah, we are coming to that education side.
Okay.
We don't know how it affects.
Okay. So it will affect us.
Yes, we affect education side. Sister, how about how did it affect you? You will say boom and beat.
Okay, who is the person that will come and buy?
No ceremony.
No ceremony. Even if the beat, there is no ceremony in any way.
Yes.
So even if now, when you went to my husband, you will know that I love my soul.
Oh.
Nothing.
Everybody. Oh, my fashion designer, I don't say when I must say so clothes. Who must wear clothes?
Father, the 3 months lockdown, in fact, it's just Nigeria, we Nigerians, we used to adjust to any situation.
Yes, that's the truth.
That is just it. But when it comes to everything is already standstill.
Wow.
when somebody is not going to the church, there is no more ceremony, there is nothing like birthday or whatever, so nobody remember about clothes. Even the one we have seen that before the coronavirus issue comes out, they didn't come and take them again because they don't have where to wear it to. So everybody right away, right now, they are talking about how to eat, not even how to sew clothes.
Wow.
Thank you, Father.
Go, man. How now go be at all?
You know how it goes now. You have ball with your company. Today your ball will get spoiled now.
You know how spoiled this corona. It's still working.
Nobody have power to do new ball now. No cause of the ball now. So everywhere is lockdown.
So the thing
are
has
just
slowly affected
everybody now. Every living thing. Every woman being.
every living thing. So how do you go about feeding the family?
That's why you need to be a man now. You might as well be a man. The country is struggling now. The fresh water down for the dry season.
Thank God for now. God will make them well in Jesus' name. Then the other one, nobody will come on about our children. No, the schools don't close now. Children full house. And I don't know whether they say with everybody. Some of them get grown up children. They day house. So more mouths to feed. Some people talk for you say when they say more food. So you book for house now, when they chop 3 times a day before you come children off everything. They chop, that's what they chop. Those that come from university, those that come from secondary school, all of the day house.
Exactly.
I don't think how it will be. The Wahala for us, I mean, fights. They go to report every time.
No, it's every time.
Headache. You went to the house before. You don't talk to chief judge for house. They come with you say, but that did this, that did that, that did this. We don't hear all this kind of. So it still happen in our family. Now, talk about education. Some of those children now, they do e-learning through telephone. The government say they teach people some through television. It happened to their children. How now? What do you experience?
That is government school now. It's a government school. We where we are, our children there for private school. They cannot go to TV and learn.
Some private schools do the e-learning, but through telephone they will send message. We will check out for WhatsApp.
Father, if I be coming there.
Yes, please.
When the government talked about e-learning, there was a headmistress opposite my house.
Okay.
She has 102 students. And the only people that have access to mobile phone are just 4 among 100.
Wow. And that is a public school?
That's a public school. Then, when it comes to private school, everybody knows how subscriptions is like these days. Even the NCC, when the government are talking about e-learning, the NCC does not even put the common man in line of the e-learning.
Okay.
Why? Because when you look at the charges, even what the MTN or the Glo or whatever, what they are taking when it comes to subscription these days is even higher than before. Because normally if I subscribe 1,002 before, it will last me 1 month.
So what's the reason for this one now?
The reason is that the company are using the opportunity to make more money because there is a lot of influx in that aspect. So that is the reason why. And the government failed to checkmate that angle, which is not supposed. So you cannot just send somebody to the farm without giving him what you use to farm. So talking about e-learning, it's not everybody as far as this country that have access to e-learning.
So
even when it comes to the private schools.
So it's not working?
It's not working, Father. It's just only for some
Just for
certain,
few.
few people.
So maybe like the rich, those who
The
are
rich
rich,
people.
They can also buy Android phone.
Even the rich people are, even they are crying, but they are still managing. They are managing because when it comes to house, you discover that this time of Corona era, the expenses you made is more higher than the one you are doing before. Because if the children is in the school, your subscription of DSTV or whatever, you can leave it for 2 or 3 days before you renew it. But when the children is at home, you cannot do that because you would like them to feel comfortably when they are at home, and you will make them eat as supposed to, as they're supposed to eat. But when they are in a boarding school or when they are in a public school, they know how they cater in that angle. Okay. So the thing is, it's not expensive.
But do you have, what about power electricity? To charge the phone, to watch television?
Father, that is another
problem. Everybody know there's no power.
In Uromi, there's no light.
In my area now,
since last year,
my area
never even get
past 3 months now, no light.
What area is that?
I'm going to Edo.
Uromi,
yeah.
3 months.
3 months now.
Since last year, we never get light.
So how do you manage your area?
Where my gen?
Your gen?
Yes.
Wow. That's expensive. What about yourself? How do you?
Since last year, we don't have.
Since last year?
Yes.
What area are you from?
For Agweti.
The same?
No, not the same side.
That is Goodwill side.
Goodwill side.
Okay, Goodwill side.
Yeah.
Since last year?
Yes, exactly.
No.
Even though we are the one who bought, repaired the transformer, after some time again, they say you have another little problem since that time, since that last year. They don't have light.
But do you pay never bills?
Where there is no light.
So they don't supply bill to your area?
No, they don't come.
Yes, ma'am.
The biggest one,
yes. Lista,
yes. She went there and lose everything.
So you don't have light now? No NEPA, no generator?
No gen.
Maybe, I'm sure, maybe your side will be different. How is your side?
For our side, we actually have a problem of light.
What side is that?
Like after fair.
You still have problem?
You still have problem with light. Sometimes, let's say they give us light today now. 3-4 days, there will be no light again. But sometimes, the NEPA will come. You see something spoil from transformer. And you say, oh yeah, make everybody contribute. So, yes, that's what is happening now. So the only time where we enjoy light, that transformer that last, the time when this man, Honorable Ibrahim, was helping us, that area. He's the one who bought that new transformer for us. Okay. So then, problem, when the man is not in the office now, from one problem to the other. Never will come, problem today.
Okay,
so problem today, problem to go. So if we can contribute, they will give us light. And when they bring that light, just 2 days, there will be no light again. And they will bring me every month. I was thinking
only we don't get light.
No.
Because Nigeria will just do my head. Olaniyi, OMOLAFE, Olaniyi. You never talk about how your light before your area. Which side you did?
I am just at the back of ADEWALE Primary School.
You don't get light for this,
it's not that we have light. You know, the NEPA issue is that they don't want to supply what they have. Sir, if I may quote or unquote, most of these transformers we are talking about, if really NEPA want to supply lights for us to have a benefit of that, I don't think that transformer, whatever that spoils in that transformer, is enough for them not to be paid. Okay. But they don't want to supply so that they will not be paying much in where they are generating it. But they are just trying to make money. Because in my area now, they will give us light like 1 or 2 days in a week. That's about 4 times in a month. Then at the end of the month, they will bring the bill.
Oh, boy.
So it's like what we are not, what we are not using.
They have their own style now.
What we are not using, but we are paying.
They are giving light now for 2 days. Expect the NEPA bill the next 2.
Okay, that is towards the end of the month.
Yeah, they give you.
Somebody noticed that too.
That
now.
is it. That is
and at the end of the day, you pay your NEPA bill. They take the light. Closing to the end. When they will say another bill, they will give you like 2 days.
The worst part of it, sir, is even when the government said we should not pay NEPA bill, we were all happy. But when the top is
there
was a time they said it.
Come on, there's no light now.
Edo State government.
They did Uromi, yeah. They have shared bill for the 2 months now. They don't share bill for the 2 months.
Yeah. But later the same government now comes out. The same government comes out
every month.
Okay. The same government now comes out that there is no money to augment that month. So that is why you see the month of March and month of April, they were not sharing of bill.
Okay,
but they bring the bill. The moment government said there is no money to settle that bill, they now come out to share that bill. Within 2 weeks, they share bill 2 times to get that money back to their coffers.
Anyway, we're not here for NEPA today, but it's part of it. It's the e-learning thing that has brought us to this one.
Yes, sir.
Like one day we're having this e-learning, something on the e-learning. I mentioned it to them that for us, NEPA, what we are saying to NEPA is this. We are not saying give us light every day, since you cannot give us light every day. But let us know when you will bring light. If they do a program, for instance, if it's 3 times a week, then so somebody will know when to iron cloth. If you have something to grind, you wait for that time, quickly grind it. Yes. If you have something to put in the fridge, who will block it for down? So you know when they are coming. But this one that you wake up in the night, you want to go please to see light. By the time you open your eye, you don't go. Or you want to go out, you see light. By the time you come back, you don't go. You know, you get us. We don't have a program for electricity. And that is what I think people are still going through now. Well, we thank God for a generator. At least some people can use it. Like we are here now, it's a generator. We don't. But what about those of you who have cars? How does that affect your diesel, petrol, and all that? And I said the price don't go down.
Price go down. But where is the money to buy the fuel? There's no money. Even though they pay up to 100 naira, there's no money to buy the fuel.
But at least available also. I was impressed with that one. Okay, thank you very much. So that was for our children and their e-learning. You said something about those who are writing why. Yeah. But I understand that very soon the government the schools will be open, but to be in phases. Those that do why for my sis just maybe the first one to resume. I understand that sometime in July or so, maybe they will call them. I don't know when, but people are speculating dates. I think whether 13th or something, I don't know. They're speculating. You know, today you hear one news from government. They said 8th of June. Yeah. Was going to be the but we heard it was not. Now we are hearing about that again in July. But let's go. The whole bottom line of the whole matter is this: that we want our children to be well. Yes. It's not that they should not rush to school, but they should be well. We don't want them to spread this virus. You know, if this thing is really here and children get it, every family will get it. Because children will bring it home.
Yes, okay.
And the truth of the matter is that for children, they have stronger immunity and they're smaller. They may not be. For all the cases now, I've not had the serious case of children. But they bring it adults and these aged and elderly people will get them to kill them off. A lot of people in America, we have some young people dying too much. A lot of old people went through this sickness. We pray it doesn't happen to us, and that's here in Jesus' name. So in our community, we have to try to see how we can recover. Now, the next issue I want to talk about is the palliative. We hear say government brings something to some people, you know, for the community, for them to share some things. When I get something for the community,
we Yoruba Community didn't get anything.
Nobody from nobody. Not even as injectors.
Nobody.
Not even as mechanics. No. Not even as those who they say. Not even as a fashion designer. Not even as borehole people.
At all. At all.
They don't get anything.
Nobody. No, we didn't get anything.
But some people they share things. Some people have been. I even saw on the news a few days ago. No promotional share things. People have been sharing things. So suppose government want to do something now. What's the best way to get it to you? Suppose the government, because you people will talk how if you want to get anything, government is thinking about you. How? Some there are different ways of sharing. Some they share through word. Say word 1, word 2, word 100. They said the thing. So they share through maybe local government, through maybe market people, market union. You now, what is the best? What do you think would be best to reach people? Because do you have an idea of the number of people you are in this community? How many you remember doing?
We are many. Like we have Yoruba Community. Like I said, the government want to give for something. If you bring to that Yoruba Community,
okay. So we don't have an idea of how many you are. It's good to have an idea.
We are more than 500.
You are more than 500?
Yes. What 500? Okay.
Yes.
More than 500. You don't talk about 800.
We are more than.
So if government is going to share anything to people in Uromi, we have communities, you know, this is something that maybe they probably do not know. You have Yoruba community, you have Igbo community, you have Hausa community, you have Fulani community, you have Ubi community, you have Benue community. These are different communities in Yoruba, and they do things together. I think one of the best ways of getting down to the people in a community like this, in a room like this, is to also go to these communities and give them the abilities. And I'm sure if you give to them, they have their heads, they know how to say their things. And there will be no argument, there will be no fight. Like when I went to reach them now, I just called on their chairman, I said that we need to talk to you on this matter, to find out how these things, and they're here. And they are well organized. And that's how the community is. Just have the chairman, and then the things will get to them. So whoever is there listening to us, my government, if you're ready to give to this community, you are a Yoruba man who is blessed. You see how people are suffering here. Eh? All those Adimugas, you know, you're giving millions to government. That's why here will be suffering. You bring palliative, bring a load of rice now to you, but they'll be very happy. They'll be very happy. I mean, I'm not happy. So they'll be very happy because they're suffering, no more market. We are not saying they should disobey government. We are not saying they should say, when they say lock store, it's going to no, they say lock the lock, but they are hungry. They want to feed their families. They want assistance. They want palliatives. So that is what that will help them. Now, if we are saying that they should lock down and they should, you know, take precautionary measures, they should try to stay at home, we should also be able to help them, you know, be able to feed their family, get up with them, so they don't die of hunger. Somebody talk about hunger virus. See, now I talk past coronavirus. So we don't want the hunger. They are feeling the hunger virus. But I mean, how they feel now? So that is why we are talking about the Yoruba community living here in Europe. These are their representatives. We have the chairman here. They have come here to also express, you know, how they have been faring during this time. We have been moving from community to community, this Yoruba community. So if there is any assistance that any person out there, no matter who is seeing this from any part of the world, the Yoruba man, know that there is a community in Uromi called Yoruba Community, and they also have been affected seriously, negatively by this lockdown here in Uromi. So when we meet them, we have their chairman, just come along with chairman of the Yoruba Community. His name is Mr. ADEWALE Isaac. He's the chairman of the Yoruba Community. Whatever you send through him will get down to all the members. There are over 500 living here in Uromi. So they are making this appeal to you. Now, the last thing we'll do, we're almost going to the end of this program now, is I will give each person the opportunity to say something. Now that you have come here, you have now learned about the reality of the coronavirus, and we don't tell them and say, we're going to try, we're going to observe what the government talk. If you guys don't want to talk, whether to government, to fellow Yoruba people, to anybody, now you get 1 minute to talk. Each person will talk. You don't get to talk, you say no one to talk. So we'll be with the chairman. You go. Anybody, you leave that camera, you go talk to anybody who wants to talk to, whether the government, whether to your community, you talk.
Thank you very much, Father. Number one, I want to thank you for organizing this type of program. I pray that God will continue to bless you more and more. The only thing I want the government to do, because we should come back to God.
Yes.
Because what is happening in the world now is hand of Satan. Satan wants to take over the government. And we need to pray very well.
Yes.
So what I would like the government to do is that they should allow people going to the church.
Okay.
They should allow people going to mosque. So it is that in that area that we can kneel down to God, pray to God, even to go on fasting. Then we go on fasting so that we can pray to God to cancel this thing, because there's nothing God cannot do. I can remember anytime when the Israelites are in trouble,
Yes.
the only thing they do is to kneel down and pray to God.
Yes.
And when they call on the name of God, then the problem will be over. So that is what the government is supposed to do. Let the government open the church. Let the church open the mosque, so that we can continue to pray. When we pray and believe, within a short time, everything will be over.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Father. I don't know what to say.
What are we to do? Mama,
Our chairman has
you can speak to Yoruba people in Yoruba language. Talk to Yoruba women.
There is no problem on it. I will inform my people.
Okay. Very nice.
And I believe that it will.
Okay. All right. My brother.
Thank you, Father, for giving us this opportunity to express our view.
Yes.
Really, we cannot say the government is trying, but they are not trying. Because when poor man hear billions, they felt they are being cheated.
Yes.
The government should put in a place where they can reach the grassroots.
Yes.
It is not only when it is politics or when it is time of election that you know how to get to the grassroots. There is a lot of way to get to the grassroots. You cannot bring two trailers to this town now compared to the whole what do they call them? The whole communities. They will get it. Who get half bag will be praises of you. But leaving them alone, telling them not to go to their offices, not to go to their working place because you want to secure them, and they believe you are not doing anything.
Yes.
So government, you should try to look into the welfare of your people. Because any government that fails in human capital development is also failing everything that it does. Thank you, Father.
Thank you very much.
I don't have much to say. I appreciate you. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless you. Bless you too.
Once again, my people, I thank you now for everything I do. I thank them for coming. I thank you, sir, Mr. ADEWALE Isaac. I thank you, Haji, Ibrahim, YINUSA. I thank you, Mrs. Beatrice ORIADE. I thank you, Mr. Olaniyi, OMOLAFE, and Mr. Kabiru OYANIRAN. Thanks so much for giving us the time, for attending to us and hearing our call. My dear people, I don't hear them. And they don't hear now about the coronavirus. We will try to go back and address their community, make everybody take precaution. We don't want any death for this community. We don't want to see anybody when sick out. The ear won't take here, and I will take the ear. We don't want to see anybody do our community. So we pray, may God watch over us, guide us, and help protect us so that this sickness don't go near us. We ask this in Jesus. Once again, thank you for coming. I ask God to bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Well done, my people.
Thank you, Father.